What's good, guys? It's your boy Joe Reaction with another review. And today I got the season 3, episode 1 review of Star, man. My show, that's my shit. I just gave up on trying to catch up on Empire. So it is what it is. But Star, I caught up with that before it premiered and came on last night, and season 3 came on last night. So I'm finna go ahead and get into this. I don't need this to be as long as the New Amsterdam review. So we gonna get into this. First things first, you know what I'm saying? If y'all remember what happened at the end of the last episode on season 2, everyone was in shambles. Take 3, Star, Simone, and Alex, they weren't on good terms. Alex wound up leaving and trying to go back to New York to see her mama and daddy. Well, to see her daddy and stuff like that. Then Star, she went on tour with Noah and them. He was doing cocaine and this, that, and the other. Noah was on top of the roof and shit, about to kill himself and stuff. And Simone, she was trying to get to Colombia to see Angel since he got deported at Hael's funeral. So shit, it went down. But into season 3, into the first episode of season 3, starts off. Well, I'm not gonna say how it starts off, but basically I'm gonna get the simple stuff that don't matter as much. The new shop, because if y'all remember, the shop got burned down. But they got the insurance money for that. And plus, Patti LaBelle, I forgot her character name. Her and Brandy. I'm gonna call her Moesha. Patti and Moesha play, Patti play, Carlotta, plays Carlotta's mama, okay? And Moesha play Carlotta's little sister. So, all that happened, and Patti, she a G, she a OG, so she about that life, you know what I'm saying? So she's the one who paid for the shop. The shop look all nice and stuff, all like fancy and expensive looking and stuff. It had some white women in there, and they was in the hood, and the shop. Remember now, the Carlotta shop is in her house, and her house is in the hood, you know what I'm saying? So they booming with business. They booming with business. But that happened. Then after that, we see first thing that shows up is about the plane crash. And we ain't know, remember, at the end of season 2, we didn't even know who got in the plane crash. Because Quincy, I don't know I forgot his character name too, but Quincy was trying to catch up with Alex because all of a sudden he didn't want to fuck his nurse who was helping him walk again. He wanted to catch Alex, but the plane already took off, and we didn't even know if he had got on the plane. But also we thought Simone was in the plane crash because she also was leaving to go somewhere. But it turned out to be Alex. They showed it, and Alex, she was completely fine. She didn't have no scars, no nothing. At least not no physical scars. But she was emotionally scarred like a motherfucker. She kept having flashbacks and stuff like that. It was crazy. Then we go to Star. She in the hotel room. She talks. She see what's on the news and stuff. Well, it looked like a hotel room. It was probably just a regular bedroom. That probably got fixed too, because basically the whole house burnt pretty much. Most of the house burnt. But yeah, anyway. Then she opened her robe or shirt or whatever, and she got her pregnant. She pregnant belly. And eventually it was going to happen, because Star was sleeping with a lot of them. And I'm going to just get it out the way right now. In the promo for the next episode for next week, they started showing stuff about how Take 3, they were doing interviews, promoting stuff, and then they started asking questions about the baby and stuff, and yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, and Simone and Alex didn't even know, so I'm gonna get into that soon. But okay, next thing that happened, well, not next thing, but as the events occur and include, Star and Simone, they finally meet. They finally see each other after, I don't know how long the time span was, but they was gone for a long time. Oh yeah, and just to point out, Noah, while Star was on tour, with Noah, like I told you, at the end of season 2, so Noah was on the roof and we didn't know if he was gonna jump or not. But instead of Noah jumping, he went to rehab for 2 months. So he took off tour and went to rehab for 2 months, and Star was stuck with Teyana Taylor, her character Joyce. She was stuck with her, and Teyana Taylor, if y'all remember, she was doing cocaine and sipping lean and shit, and she almost died the first time when her and Star first met. But this time, her and Star wind up getting to it later in this episode. They wind up getting into it, and Star was like, you gotta get the shit together, because Noah, he was just trying to stay on his grind, because he said, man, if I don't get no tours, or if I'm not performing, I'm gonna crash and I ain't gonna know what to do. And then Teyana, her character was all over the place. Joyce, she was sipping that lean again. And then Noah was telling her like, hey, chill out. I thought you was trying to be clean and stuff like this. And then she was like, nah, let's just little liquid courage. And then Star gladly took them double styrofoam, you know what I'm saying? Threw that shit in the trash. They got on stage. Oh yeah, and they got on stage. They had to do a little promo because Carlotta, if y'all also remember, I'm gonna be saying that word a lot, but if y'all also remember from season 2, Carlotta, Ayanna put Carlotta head of Midtown Sound, you know what I'm saying? So she wound up taking over as far as artists and record deals and getting tour dates and stuff together. And she got them a deal for a good chunk of change, you know what I'm saying? 200 mil. And then shit hit the fan. I'm telling you, when I say, I'm getting this out the way now, because it got some other stuff going down that's really gonna be juicy, you know what I'm saying? But shit wound up hitting the fan. She got a whole deal. But before the deal, there was this man, this new dude. Shit, his name, at first they didn't say his name right, but I thought they said Rivera or something. But his name is Mateo. Mateo, this Mexican pretty looking nigga. Cause you know they always gotta have a nigga that gotta be overly good looking and shit. Wanna be extra on TV. You already know how that go. But anyway, Mateo, he owns Gravity. And apparently Ayanna sold the company to him and his people, but he was gonna turn Midtown Sound into like some gossip shit. Like, it was basically a social media company he had, you know what I'm saying? But he gave Carlotta only like 2-3 weeks. He said, you got about 2-3 weeks, something like that, to get something together, or Midtown Sound is gonna be sold. And she was like, shit, bet. So she got everything together, got everything situated. They ain't show everything that she was doing with that, because, you know, that's simple stuff that you would think about in the regular music business. And then she wound up letting them know, hey, at the press conference with how I was telling y'all, Joyce, Noah, and Star, they had went to the press conference, and Joyce was trying to sip on some more of that lean and shit. And Carlotta had announced, hey, I just made a deal with a company for $200 million with a 10-year tour deal. You know what I'm saying? So they was gonna be going on tour for the longest. You know what I'm saying? So it sounded like she said 10-year tour. I'm pretty sure I heard that right. And then next thing you know, Joyce come out with a gun. I'm like, what the fuck wrong with this bitch? She pull out a gun and she come up to start talking about, you better show me some respect. And then Carlotta trying to stop Joyce, like, Joyce, chill, what you doing? And then that just made it even worse, because remember, the company that was already getting ready finna be sold, but Carlotta luckily made the deal, but Joyce messed that up. So they got into it. The security had to stop Joyce from shooting motherfuckers and shit like that. Mateo was like, "Ah, you done fucked up. Guess y'all finna be sold. I don't know what to tell you." And then, as we proceed, you know, Joyce basically caused Midtown Sound in that moment. You know what I'm saying? But then, as things go forward, we gonna go back to a scene, Carlotta and Moesha, you know what I'm saying? Because they sisters. If y'all also remember, like I say, I'm gonna be saying this word a lot. Moesha put a hit out on Andy because he stole like 100 G's from her, something like that. And I knew shit was gonna hit the fan before he stole the money. But anyway, that's last season. We talking about this season. Anyway, he stole all the dough, all the bread from Moesha, right? And Moesha put a hit out on his ass, and he thought it was a game. But Kyle wound up getting killed for it, you know what I'm saying? Well, first time they thought he was shot and killed, but then he survived, you know, because he was always saying, "I got 9 lives." And Kyle was going through a lot of shit. He survived a heart attack. He survived a cocaine overdose. He was all over the place. Nobody thought the man was going to die. But then he wound up dying because him and Carlotta were in the studio and all that shit. But after that happened, they got into it. And, of course, also at the end of season 2, Carlotta wound up finding out from Andy that Moesha had put the hit out on him, but got Hael killed. So, I don't remember I was looking on one of my friend, Snapchat. She had, took a picture. She was like, "Stars on." I did the same thing, but I did it. But it showed Andy on her Snapchat, but I was watching the episode. I don't remember seeing Andy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what that was. Maybe I was just seeing. I ain't whatever. I don't know. She was probably just trying to catch up. Oh wait. Anyway, that's off the subject. Yeah, they got into it. You know what I'm saying? Cause Carlotta was obviously still mad because her and Hael had actually got back on good terms and were back together again, basically, you know what I'm saying? But then shit hit the fan. Carlotta and her got into it, you know what I'm saying? And Carlotta was basically like, "You ain't shit," you know what I'm saying? And they got into it and they were explaining like, Moesha was like, I'm built for this life. You're not built for this. But then she explained, it was like, "Carlotta, you took care of me when Patty was locked up," because like I said, Patty a OG. When Patty was locked up or working or whatever, you was there for me. You raised me. But then Carlotta was like, they was chopping it up some more. And then Carlotta was like, "But I don't need no gun to get my respect." And then shit hit the fan. Then Carlotta told Moesha, "You ain't shit." Well, she ain't basically, I'm paraphrasing, but she basically said, "You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. You are a nobody." And then she went, and then Moesha, then she took, because she had the gun that Moesha had in a purse or whatever. Then she put it on the counter. And then I was like, "Oh shit, don't put the gun on the counter." I thought, hey, I'm gonna be real with you. I thought Moesha was gonna take the gun and shoot my girl Carlotta in the back. But luckily she didn't do that. So she looked at the gun and she had a little smirk on her face. I was like, "Oh shit gonna hit the fan." Turns out, later in the episode, her and Calvin, I call him Calvin. If y'all watch House of Pain, Calvin, because I forgot his name from the show too. Shit. Too bad, whatever. Because I thought he was going to be a good nigga. But then he started doing dumb shit. He was smashing Carlotta, but then he was smashing Megan Good. I can't blame him, but still. Come on, my brother. You was being loyal. Don't show your loyalty and then fuck it up. But anyway, that happened. And then Moesha wound up going to Calvin and was like, "Shit, I got a proposition for you. Let's fuck with Carlotta head. Let's mess up the business she doing and shit." So I don't know what they showed that. They chopped that up in this episode, but then they showed a little bit more in the promo and what's going down with that. And she gonna try to fuck up some of their business. I don't know how, but she is. Okay, so that happened, you know what I'm saying? And as it continued, like I was saying, Star and Simone, they had met, they weren't on good terms, you know what I'm saying? Because the fact that Star took the solo job for the tour to do with Joyce and Noah. Because, you know, Alex was getting all the attention last season, this, that, and the other. And then they started doing good. They got together because after Hayel's funeral and everything, they talked it out and stuff. But then Star wound up being the only one they wanted on the tour and stuff. So that's how Simone and Alex wound up flying to New York and Columbia and shit. So that happened. But, you know, Simone came back, you know, shit. Her and Alex, they wound up going out to have a drink, you know what I'm saying? Because they were talking about Star and all this other shit that was going down. And apparently, Simone, she wasn't feeling the same about Angel. And she had turned 18 now, because remember, she didn't want to go back to foster care. So that's why what she did wound up falling in love with Angel. But at first, it was just so she could stay out of foster care until she was legal, so she wouldn't have to go back. Now, Simone, she done turned 18 now, and shit done gone down. Her and Star ain't on good terms, like I said. Angel is in Colombia because he got deported. He can't come back, but even though he didn't know he was deported and all this, I mean, he wasn't legal and this shit and the other. So that shit happened. Holy shit, a lot of shit happened. And then her and Alice was chopping it up, you know what I'm saying? Then Alice was like, I'm finna dip. And then Simone was like, I ain't ready to go. And Alice was like, you sure? And then she was like, yeah, we gonna chill. So Simone, she got her little drinky drink on. You know how Simone get. She grabbed that bottle of champagne out the bucket, the ice bucket, and she started pouring it up, you know what I'm saying? Then after that, she go to another side of the room. She was on her phone. She talked to Angel a little bit. They hung up. And then a woman come by, and she was on the phone, I think. Yeah, she was on the phone too. And then they would ask each other if he was okay and this, that, and the other. And then the chick was like, what you doing? And then Simone was like, it's kind of dead in here. So, shit, they chopped and they dipped and they left and they did their own thing. But I'm going to tell you what go down with that, you hear me? I'm going to tell you go down with that. But I'm going to go back to, oh yeah, we're gonna get to Cotton. We're gonna get to Cotton, because you know Cotton went through a lot of shit. If y'all don't know who Cotton is, y'all don't remember who Cotton is Carlotta and Hayel's daughter, you know what I'm saying? You know, cause that shit, you know how it go. And then turns out Cotton had left. Cotton went to New York for a job that Carlotta got her. Now, they ain't say what the job was, so eventually they gonna say what it was, because they wouldn't say that and then not eventually say in the future what the job was. But Cotton, she left to New York from a job that Carlotta got her, but then she was like, I miss family and this, that, and the other. And then old dude, Miss Lawrence, that nigga trip me out, son. I swear, gay people trip me out, bro. They some of the coolest motherfuckers in the world. I'm gonna be real with you. I love all people, man. But Miss Lawrence was like, shit, if you really miss home and you miss your son, you wouldn't have left in the first place. And then that was a little banter, you know what I'm saying, for the show. But then come through after. Now we gonna get to the party, man. We gonna get to the party where it all goes down, you know. Well, actually, I'm on the subject of Miss Lawrence. Okay, Noah, he going through stuff. He end up in Carlotta in them backyard, just sitting on the steps. Miss Lawrence come out. He talked to him, and then they just chop it up, you know what I'm saying. And then Noah basically pours his heart out to Miss Lawrence, and I fuck with Miss Lawrence because he chill. He give everybody advice. He ain't really been going through no shit. The most he went through was what he went through. Carlotta and all them still went through, because he was the reason why the shop got shut down the first time before the fire, because he wanted to give butt lifts and shit like that. But that's another thing right there. And they just chopped it up, and apparently Noah, he had some cocaine in his pocket. And Miss Lawrence was just like, give me that cocaine, man. Put it in his pocket, and he was like, let me take you on home, because you tripping. And then that happened, you know what I'm saying? So that was cool, you know what I'm saying? And actually Nora told him about the story when he was on the roof. But apparently the only thing that stopped him from jumping, he started thinking about, I don't know if he was daydreaming about his daddy or his daddy just popped up and was really there. So I don't know what was going on with that. But yeah. So that was something. After that, shit. Yeah. Here we go. Now it's getting juicy. This is where it gets juicy at, you hear me? And Quincy, he walking again, you know what I'm saying? This nigga walking like it ain't shit. Oh, man, I gotta get this out the way. Nah, this some fucked up shit. But Quincy, his grandma on the show, Miss Edna, if y'all ever watched House of Pain, well, not House of Pain, Meet the Browns. If y'all ever watched Meet the Browns, Miss Edna, because I forgot her name too. He really just be calling her grandma. But anyway, Miss Edna, you know, because Quincy then moved out finally because he wanted to do that last season because everything that was going on, but not everything is on good terms, but he still wanted to move out. So he wasn't at home. Miss Edna, she was closing the window. She was like, how the window? What I told this boy about leaving the window open? Turns out, and I already knew what happened. I was like, oh man, someone then broke in. Then some ugly ass nigga, looked like a crackhead. This man came in, and this shit was so fucked up. Lee Daniels, why you gotta do this to the old people? Not the old people. God damn, it's bad enough the young girl, not the old people. This nigga came in with a gun. And she was like, I ain't got nothing for you. And then he was like, who says I want something? Or he said, who says I want money or something like that. And then she pulled a screwdriver or something because she was near the pantry or whatever it was. And then he pulled a gun. And she was just like, shit, I know. And he was like, take off your clothes. And then this motherfucker basically raped poor Miss Edna. And then they show that in the next promo, what goes down with that. She obviously told Quincy, and Quincy was like, shit about to go down. And Alex was trying to stop him and shit. And Quincy was like, fuck that. So shit, I gotta see what my boy can do. He got fresh legs too. My boy ain't willing to ride no more, you hear me? So it's gonna go down. But, okay, cut to back to Mateo and Gravity social media and his company and stuff. He was doing he had a party to promote the show, to promote the company and stuff, and how he said it's basically gonna be about gossip on some TMZ shit. Basically, he was putting it out there to buyers or whoever the fuck you want to call the people. And then after that hit, you know what I'm saying? Take 3, Simone, Star, and Alex, they come out of nowhere. And then next thing you know, they start singing. I was like, oh shit, they got his ass. And then, well actually before that, Star and Simone got back on, and Alex, they got back on good terms and stuff. Carlotta talked to them. She was like, y'all need to get y'all shit together. Y'all need to make this bread and get it together and get shit moving, you know what I'm saying? So then proceed back. They had a surprise performance at the man party and he didn't know it. And they killed the shit. Everybody was liking it. Next thing you know, Simone and Alex and Star, they started shouting out Carlotta and was like, this performance was because of Carlotta. Carlotta came out and she sung Mateo in good, boy. She was like, yes, Midtown Sound has been closed, has been sold. And then everyone was like, oh, and then shit, because they liked the performance. But then she said something about, like, thanks to Mr. whatever his name was, but I'm going to just call him Mateo because I don't remember his last name. Shit. Mr. Mateo, thanks to Mr. Mateo, Gravity, their Take 3 will now be part of Gravity Records. So she didn't turn Gravity social media into a record company by herself, and he had no choice because he wasn't gonna be like, nah, I ain't do none of that, because that would have fucked up his business. So she wound up sinking him in, and then now that's something going on. Now Gravity social media got a record company, so Carlotta basically sharing a record company with Mateo. Why this take a sip. Shouldn't be drinking no soda early in the morning, but it is what it is. Need that energy. I'm grinding for y'all, you hear me? But now I'm parched, cause this way it get juicy, you hear me? Remember that woman that I told you about that Simone left the club with? Turns out, Mateo talking, he was like, yes, Gravity social media is now having Gravity Records thanks to me and my wife. Y'all already know what I'm finna say. The woman, and Simone, of course, cause she was sipping on that champagne, her and the chick. And I was like, and I knew for some reason, cause when they showed Simone and Alex had to pick up, obviously Simone and the chick, they slept together. Simone called up Alex, cause that was before her and Star got back on good terms. And Alex was like, I knew I shouldn't have left you. Shit could have hit the fan. And then Alex started talking about that shit. And then she went back in the PD, whatever the word is, the big word, shit, where you think about dramatic shit. That word. She went into that world again about the plane crash and da-da-da. And then, as she was sitting in the car, before they panned in and got the camera shot of the inside of the car, I was like, damn, what this woman do? Because that's a big-ass house. Turns out, and I knew it was going to come into play because that house was too big. Because they wouldn't have got that shot for no reason. You know what I'm saying? But, and show shit stink. Like I said, y'all already know what I'm going to say. The woman that Simone slept with was Mateo's wife. And I was like, oh, shit. And when Simone saw her walk up stage after he said, thanks to Gravity, social media is now Gravity Records, thanks to me and my wife, Simone was like, and then the woman was like, I was like, oh, shit, it's getting juicy, you heard me? It's getting real. And then, after all that happened, shit, I don't know if Mateo gonna care. I'm waiting to see how this go. Cause right after they made it home, shit, all that shit happened. You know what I'm saying? And they got home. Mateo come up to his wife talking about, I thought we should celebrate. He point out to that big ass patio, you know what I'm saying? With the fancy ass pool and shit. He had 2 females with bikinis with champagne. There gonna be a lot of champagne, I'm assuming, in this season, you know what I'm saying? Less drugs, hopefully less drugs, more champagne. Drink responsibly. But, yeah, and she was like, nah, not tonight. So, cuz Mateo, big baller. This man took his shirt off, walked over straight to the females with the bikinis, So, obviously, they must have an open marriage or some shit. Or else, she wouldn't have let him go over there walk with no shirt on, and plus he wouldn't have had 2 chicks. So I'm curious to see how that gonna go. And to finish it off, you know what I'm saying, Star and Alice and Simone and Carlotta, they were sitting at the kitchen table, and yeah, the thing, if y'all remember at the end of season 2, when the gunshots went off, because Carlotta and Moesha had guns pointed at each other, because that same episode, like I told y'all, Andy told Carlotta that the gunshot was meant for him, but it got Hael killed. And then the gunshot went off. Turns out they wound up fighting over the guns and then shot Patty. But Patty didn't get shot bad. She just got shot in the hip. Patty, she didn't give a damn. Because Patty, she an OG on here, you know what I'm saying? So she bout it. She went in the hospital, but with a day or 2 or some shit like that. She had a little pimp cane and shit. And to end it off, Star, Simone, and Alex, like I said, and Carlotta, they were sitting at the kitchen table talking about life and stuff. And Simone was like, I think I'm going to get a divorce from Angel. And Star was like, why you want to do that? And she didn't really explain it. And Alex was talking about how Carlotta was like, yo, we got something going now with Gravity Records and stuff. So y'all need to get shit situated. And then they were trying to talk about, like, Simone was like, I'm not ready. I got a lot of stuff on my mind with Angel and this, that, and the other. And then Alex, she's still traumatized from the plane crash. She was like, plane crash, it was a while ago, but I'm still kind of stuck on it. And then, next thing you know, Star just come out with it. I'm pregnant. bow. Simone and Alice, they were just shocked. And that was about it, man. Shit, hey, season 3 about to be up there, you heard me? Boy, I can't wait till next week. We gonna see how these views go for New Amsterdam reviews to see if I'm with it. Cause I'm the part 2 of my review to New Amsterdam won't even upload, but shit, it is what it is. But appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy once again. I got a review for y'all for episode 2, season 3, episode 2 of Stars. So y'all stay tuned for that. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot more reviews coming for y'all. Walking Dead come on next week. Riverdale come on next week. We getting it done, you heard me? So stay tuned for that. Appreciate the first with your boy. Until next time. Peace.